Hey, it's Kyle Fry with Resilient Strength. We're working through our warm-up here from week 5 of RS Powerlifting. We're going to take you through 5 different exercises. You can check out RS Powerlifting online at resilientstrength.net. All right, so we're going to go through a 4-stage warm-up here. First stage is mobilization, second stage is activation, third stage stabilization, and the fourth is integration. So the first exercise we're going to go through, we're going to mobilize the ankles. So we're going to take this weight, we're going to throw just the ball of your foot on the tire or a box, or you can use a bench, and the weight's going to go on your knee, and you're basically just going to let the heel drop down as far as you can, and then you can add a little bit of pressure from your hands on top of the weight. We'll hold that for about 10 seconds, and then we're going to go a little bit of contract relax. So push up into your weight for about 6 seconds, and then relax for another 10, and you should be able to get a little deeper. So we're gaining, mobilizing here. Stage 1, mobilize. We're mobilizing the ankles to start. So second exercise of this warm-up is going to be the couch stretch. We're still mobilizing here, so we're working on mobilizing the hips a little bit more. We started with the ankles, now we're at the hips, working on being able to access full hip extension as we get into our squat and deadlift workout. That's pretty necessary. So what we're going to do is throw the back foot up on the bench. We just got a foam roller here for balance. We're going to be here. A couple things to keep in mind. Don't extend your low back. Think about kind of pulling the rib cage down, squeezing this back glute on, and we're going to hold that stretch. Should feel it through the front of the hip into the quads and the front of the thigh. We're going to hold that for about 30 seconds and then switch and do the other side. All right, we got our third mobilization exercise here. So what we're going to work on here is moving the hip into internal rotation. This is a pretty specific one for powerlifters. We're always thinking push the knees out, but we do need to kind of gain internal rotation through the hips. So having that ability to kind of rotate inwards through the hips plays an important role in the squat. So for this exercise, what we're going to do, lie on the back, bring the feet apart. We're going to think drop one knee down towards the turf here, and then rotate the other way. And we're going to go back and forth for about 16 to 20 reps. All right, we're moving into the activation stage. So that's stage 2. Basically with this stage, we want to bring awareness to some things that are going to help us get into better positions during our workout. So for a squat and deadlift workout, core is really important. So we're going to bring ourselves into this sort of stacked position here. We want to kind of get pelvis and rib cage aligned, and then we're going to just go through a core activation exercise that's going to reinforce that. So we're going to get down on the ground, need a foam roller, toes on your right leg, hand on your left leg, fully straightened out, 90-degree angle at knee, other hand in the air, and we're going to kind of stack up. So slightly push your low back into the ground. From there, we're going to stretch out overhead and stretch out the opposite leg. Bring it back up without losing any positioning through the core. We're going to go about 8 on each side and then move into our stabilization drill. All right, so phase 3 of our warm-up is stabilization. Basically, we just want to gain control over the range of motion we've gained earlier in the warm-up sequence. So for this, we're going to do a Bulgarian split squat. We're going to put a weight in one load to just kind of deviate the center of mass, make it a little more of a stability-based exercise. So we're going to throw the weight in one hand. That same leg is going to go up on a box, a tire, a bench, whatever you got. And then from there, we got to kind of activate the glutes, core on this side of the body, sink down under control, as much range of motion as you can, coming back up. So that weight being in one hand only is going to make you have to stabilize that extra little bit. Once we get through both sides with the Bulgarian split squat, we're going to move right into our first workout of the day, which is going to be front squats. So we're going to integrate all of this into front squats, slowly work our way up, which brings us to phase 4 of the warm-up, which is integration.